the elevator there in New York.
Beyonce and Jay, Solange. Jay, what's good, Jay?
You know, for us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. You see,
just know Solange and her personality. You know, she's a firecracker at times. Don't know if she got that from her mother or from her father.
Hold on to your seats because Solange has just unleashed some piping hot tea that's got the entire entertainment world shook. According to these explosive revelations, Beyonce and Jay-Z actually broke up back in 2005. And the reason? It involves some seriously questionable photos of Jay-Z with a younger person. And if you thought that infamous elevator incident was dramatic, honey, you haven't seen anything yet. This tea is scalding hot and we're about to spill every last drop. Let's dive deep into this mess that's sending shockwaves through the music industry. Y'all already know that Solange and Jay-Z have had this, let's call it, complicated relationship. The tension between these two has been simmering for years and it's definitely no secret. But let's rewind to that absolutely wild 2014 elevator moment. You know, the one that had us all clutching our pearls and wondering what in the world was really going on behind those closed doors. The resurfaced video shows Solange, Beyonce, and Jay-Z in that fateful elevator after a Met Gala after party. And child, let me tell you, Solange was not playing. She was serving kicks and swings at Jay-Z like her life depended on it, while Beyonce just stood there, cool as a cucumber, not lifting a finger to defend her man. Meanwhile, Jay-Z was doing his best to block those hits without fighting back. Security had to literally hold Solange back. According to ABC News at the time, this whole thing started because of some disagreement between Jay-Z and Solange. But here's where it gets juicy. In 2017, Jay-Z tried to play it all cool during a Rap Radar interview saying, "We've always had a great relationship. We've had one disagreement ever. Before and after, we've been cool. That's my sister, not my sister-in-law. My sister, period." But honey, with all this new information coming to light, was it really just one little disagreement? Because it's starting to look like there might be so much more to this story. And the timing of this elevator video resurfacing? Chiley. It couldn't be worse for Jay-Z, especially with this refiled lawsuit bringing all kinds of scrutiny. People are taking a whole new look at that 2014 altercation. And let me tell you why. Houston attorney Tony Busby just refiled this shocking lawsuit on December 8, 2024, and both Jay-Z and Diddy are named as defendants.
But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you.
The allegations in this lawsuit are absolutely horrifying. According to the claims, Jay-Z and Diddy allegedly assaulted a 13-year-old girl at a party in 2000. The lawsuit states they allegedly spiked her drink and took advantage of her vulnerable state. But wait, it gets even more disturbing. The plaintiff says she was taken to a White House after trying to get into an MTV Video Music Awards after party. Once inside, she allegedly had to sign an NDA and witnessed all kinds of wild partying and drinking among celebrities.
This morning, rap mogul Jay-Z is denying allegations he assaulted a 13-year-old girl alongside rapper Sean Diddy Combs. That civil lawsuit filed against Combs in October was amended Sunday to include Jay-Z.
Now, with this elevator video making the rounds again, everyone's starting to wonder if there was more to Solange's outburst than we initially thought. Could she have been confronting Jay-Z about these horrific allegations? Or maybe she knew something back then that we're only finding out about now. But hold on to your seats, because that's not even the half of it. Word on the street is this wasn't even the first time Solange had to check Jay-Z about his inappropriate behavior. Remember that mysterious split between Beyonce and Jay-Z back in 2005? Well, sources are now claiming that Solange might have been the reason behind it all. Apparently, she discovered some absolutely shocking photos of Jay-Z with a younger person and immediately ran to tell her sister. And we all know Solange does not play when it comes to protecting Queen Bey. And if you think this is just some random accusation, let me remind you that this isn't the first time Jay-Z's name has been linked to younger women. Back in the day, there were all these whispers about him and Foxy Brown, who was reportedly just 15 when their alleged relationship began. I mean, the pattern here is just disturbing.
Foxy Brown shared a series of cryptic messages one day after Jay-Z was accused of a 13-year-old girl with Sean Diddy Combs in 2000. According to the Daily Mail, she posted the words "wow" and "wait" with a shocked face emoji on her Instagram story.
Just when you thought this whole situation couldn't get any messier, there's more to that 2005 breakup than meets the eye. Right around the same time Solange allegedly found those incriminating photos, rumors started swirling about something going on between Jay-Z and none other than Miss Rihanna herself.
It was my very first time meeting a celebrity, and I was really nervous. I was really scared. I remember being in the lobby before I met him, just shaking. But after I met him, he's one of the coolest people I've ever met.
According to J. Randy Taraborelli's 2015 tell-all Becoming Beyonce, this alleged affair happened when Jay-Z was scouting Rihanna during her rise to fame. Taraborelli spilled all the tea to Entertainment Tonight, saying Beyonce didn't know what to make of this, and it actually ended up breaking them up for a time. They spent maybe a year apart from each other because Beyonce just wasn't sure of what to make of the situation with Rihanna. Now, Taraborelli admits he didn't get this straight from Beyonce's mouth, but he did talk to her old friends, former colleagues, and people who worked with her back then. One source that really caught everyone's attention was a publicist who worked with Rihanna's producer during the early days of her career, specifically when they were promoting Pon de Replay.
How hands-on are you in terms of managing her career?
Well, we actually manage her now. We didn't manage her in the beginning. I signed her as an artist on Def Jam.
How'd you know? Where do you meet? Where do you find a girl like that?
She actually walked into my office. She has a lawyer, Scott Belcher.
If these allegations are true, it paints a pattern that's absolutely impossible to ignore. Jay-Z's alleged connections to younger women kept causing problems in his relationship with Beyoncé. From the Rihanna rumors to this shocking lawsuit resurfacing, it's all behavior that even Queen Bey couldn't turn a blind eye to forever, no matter how hard she tried to keep her family together. From the moment of that 2005 split, everything between Jay-Z and Beyoncé seemed to spiral downward. And let's spill some more tea. There have been whispers for years that this marriage was more about business than true love. Many industry insiders believe their union was carefully orchestrated to create the ultimate power couple in entertainment.
The fact that Beyonce was sold to him.
That was the deal that her father made.
So she never had no say in it.
She was the family business.
And get this, Jay-Z basically admitted to all the deception in that video that came with his 444 album. He confessed he wasn't exactly Mr. Honest when he started dating Beyoncé. But here's the real gag. Apparently, Jay wasn't the only one playing games. For years, there have been rumors about some overlap between Beyoncé's relationship with her high school sweetheart, Lindell Locke, and the start of her thing with Jay-Z. The story goes that Lindell actually confronted Beyoncé about the whispers that something was going on with Jay. But according to sources, Beyoncé shut it all down, allegedly telling Lindell, "He's not even my type." Can you believe?
Today we have Mr. Lindell Locke.
That's me.
Ex-boyfriend of the megastar Miss Beyonce Knowles.
Chef owner of 90 Pine Catering.
Chef owner of 90 Pine Catering.
He act like this dude like that.
But actions speak louder than words, honey. Despite those denials, Beyoncé ended things with Lindell in 2003, and before you could blink, she and Jay-Z were out in public together. She was clearly head over heels, but Jay, he was playing it cooler than a cucumber. In an April 2003 Playboy interview, this man had the audacity to refer to Beyoncé as just a friend. When asked if he was as close to her as he was to Memphis Bleek, Jay straight up said no. He even added that between Beyoncé and Memphis Bleek, who'd been with him since 1994, Beyoncé would have to go. If that doesn't scream commitment issues, I don't know what does. Even when they started showing up together at red carpet events, they were so tight-lipped about their relationship. Beyoncé later told Essence magazine that keeping their private life under wraps was totally intentional. She said, "I know that Jay and I probably do inspire people, and I appreciate people feeling proud, but this is the only way I've been able to stay sane. So why would I start talking now? Not speaking controls your brand. Talk about calculated. The less people knew, the more they could speculate." But while the public was being kept in the dark, some people close to Beyoncé were not happy about her choice in men, especially her daddy, Matthew Knowles.
Have you ever asked Solange about the elevator fight with Jay-Z?
No, I haven't. I've never asked her about it. I've said numerous times on interviews, I really cracked up laughing because I just know Solange and her personality.
Let's be real, Jay-Z was 12 years older than Beyonce, and even though he claimed to have left his street life behind to become a better man, Matthew wasn't buying it one bit. As they say, game recognizes game. During a November 2006 interview with NPR, Matthew was asked what he really thought about Jay-Z as a match for his daughter, and his response was dripping with shade. He said, "What went through my mind was, next question. Did y'all catch that? Next question." For Beyonce, controlling her brand was everything, but her daddy's skepticism couldn't be ignored. Despite Jay's attempts to clean up his image and their united front at events, it was crystal clear that not everyone in Bey's circle was convinced. And honestly, can you blame them? Between the rumors about relationship overlap, that questionable age gap, and whispers about ulterior motives, Matthew's cold shoulder might have been more than just overprotective daddy vibes. Just months before their wedding, Jay-Z found himself in yet another messy situation, this time with up-and-coming rapper Olivia McFowler. According to an interview she did with Radar Online, she first met Jay-Z while he was filming a commercial in Miami. She claimed they started chatting after he moved his chair closer to hers, but things got weird when Jay had his bodyguard approach her for her number. Here's where it gets messy. Olivia said she found the whole thing immature and wasn't about to disrespect Beyonce by giving out her digits, so she shut it down. But chilly, that wasn't the end of it.
I did well, and I'm in Miami, so that's a lot of the stories come from being in Miami. I'm around Puff, I'm around Jay, I'm around everybody that's in the industry. So it's like, y'all are just like me. Y'all from me.
That aura.
The drama continued when these two supposedly bumped into each other again at NOU in Miami. This time, things got even more awkward. Olivia claimed they were with separate groups, her with her friends and Jay with his crew, which included none other than Solange. According to the story, Jay and Olivia actually left their tables to meet up in a private corridor where they exchanged numbers, even though Solange apparently walked past and gave them the deadliest stare down.
Things like this. So, in my mind, I was like, wow, I finally meet Jay. I'm about to get on. I'm going to be the best rapper. It didn't go that way.
He tried to humiliate you?
You know what? He didn't try anything, right?
But the drama didn't stop there. Olivia tried to capitalize on the scandal by dropping a track titled "Sorry, Mrs. Carter," clearly aimed at Beyonce and the whole situation. But her rap career didn't exactly take off, and she eventually faded into obscurity. Now, Beyonce and Jay-Z might have tied the knot on April 4th, 2008, in this super private ceremony at Jay's Tribeca penthouse. But just 2 years later, more infidelity rumors started bubbling up. And this time, honey, they came with receipts. Reports started claiming that Jay-Z had been involved with a woman named Kathy White, a publicist, since before his marriage to Beyonce. And Kathy wasn't just some random name in the industry. Online photos connected her to several high-profile figures, including TV personality Claudia.
So if y'all don't know who this is Kathy White, the alleged mistress of Jay-Z. Kathy White is no longer here with us on Earth, and they're saying that Jay-Z has something to do with it.
One photo in particular set the internet on fire. A 2009 snapshot of Jay-Z at a Las Vegas nightclub, sitting at a table with Diddy, Kathy White, and a few others. But here's the shocking part. That image completely vanished from the internet like it never existed. According to HSK, Jay-Z allegedly gifted Kathy a pair of $2,500 Louis Vuitton shoes for their Vegas rendezvous and suggested she bring friends to make their meetup look less suspicious. And if you thought that was messy, it gets even wilder. Sources claim the affair was exposed by one of Kathy's friends, Jason Lee. Now, whether this is the same Jason Lee who runs Hollywood Unlocked isn't clear, but the tea didn't stop there.
I stopped a major thing for Beyonce. Didn't even get a thank you.
But now everybody's calling.
Why is everybody calling me now?
And here's where the story takes an absolutely dark and sinister turn. Rumors started swirling that Jay-Z might have been involved in Kathy White's mysterious passing to allegedly cover up their affair. Kathy tragically passed away in 2012, reportedly from a brain aneurysm, but conspiracy theories about Jay's involvement have been circulating ever since.
What happened to Kathy White?
Someone should ask Beyonce.
When Beyoncé dropped her 2016 album Lemonade, she practically confirmed Jay's cheating ways. From the raw anger in tracks like Don't Hurt Yourself to that infamous line about Becky with the good hair, Beyoncé made it crystal clear she had been through absolute hell. In Daddy Lessons, she seemingly compared her father's failed marriage to her own struggles, singing, "You remind me of my father, a magician, able to exist in two places at once. In the tradition of men in my blood, you come home at 3 a.m. and lie to me. What are you hiding?"
That's a level of strength really on both sides. I mean, if the shoe had been on the other foot, if the transgressions had been on her side, do you think you would be able to be as forgiving of her as she was of you?
I hope. Again, because I love her the same way. No matter what side, I love her the same way.
Then came Jay-Z's 444 album in June 2017, where he didn't just hint, he flat out admitted to the turmoil in their marriage. It wasn't until a New York Times interview in November 2017 that he finally confessed to cheating, saying, "You have to survive, so you go into survival mode. And when you go into survival mode, what happens? You shut down all emotions. So even with women, you're going to shut down emotionally so you can't connect. In my case, like it's deep. And then all the things happen from there. Infidelity. And then
kudos to Beyonce, and maybe this will get me to listen to one of her songs or two.
And there's Solange. Despite her volatile history with Jay-Z, she and their mother Tina Knowles have put on a united front amid these allegations. According to sources, Solange reportedly stated, even though Solange and Tina aren't the biggest fans of Jay-Z and Beyonce's relationship, they don't believe he was involved with this allegation of someone underage.
People thought we were nuts a lot more than we did. They really thought we were crazy.
Drop your thoughts in the comments below because I know y'all have a lot to say about this one. And while you're at it, smash that like button and hit subscribe for more developing stories just like this.